Same again, barman.
Oh, look at the state of that. He looks like a bloody hippie.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Same Again Barman YouTube channel. This week I've got visual artist and visual performer Charlene Galea. How are you doing, Charlene? Okay?
I'm very well. Really lovely to see your face again.
Well, you can't really see it because I didn't have a beard the last time, did I? I think I've grown it a little bit, but
I can never forget the voice, so...
That's true, that's true. How have you been in lockdown?
Actually, in Malta, we had like a semi-lockdown. So every now and then, you know, like we had a little bit more free space for us to wander around safely. Malta is very small. And I told you that recently I've been walking a lot. So basically, I think I walked all over Malta. And then, but we have Gozo, which is another small island. You just take a ferry for 20 minutes and you end up in another island. Or there's Comino with no people living there.
You haven't been to Same Again Barman before, have you?
No, never.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to offer you a drink, and they're all to do with Malta. They've got an extra bit of Maltese flavour to them, yeah? So the first drink has got twisties in it. So what is twisties?
Twisties, they're like a savoury crisps, very cheesy. They can have a hint of barbecue. But when I lived in UK and my mom used to come to see me, she always used to get me about 10 packets of twisties, which most of the time my friend used to eat.
Okay.
You don't find anything else like it.
Okay, and I've got something more cheesy. Is it Gozo? G-O-Z-O.
Gozo is the other island, but they do this jbena. It's like goat cheese. It's a jbena made in Gozo. It's like a goat's cheese, and it can be very herby, yes, peppery, or just the original goat's cheese, basically.
The final one, the final drink is called Begilia. Is that how you say it?
The drink with the Begilla. Yeah. Oh my days, yes. That is salty. Pass me some tap water. We don't get tap water in Malta, and I'm missing the English tap water, please. Okay. We have to pay for water here, so tap water is a luxury right now.
Okay, I'm going to make you a drink. Yeah, just pour it out for you. You what?
I need a spoon for that, huh?
Okay.
It's too thick. Oh my days.
Very nice.
My days. When the rules slow down, you have to include this on your menu, huh?
Okay, I'll do that definitely. If it works, it works. I give a snack as well. They're well sort of pistachios. I'll just give you them. Wow!
This is called woman's tongue.
Oh really? Why? Why is it called woman's tongue?
No idea. I asked about it. I don't know if we should take it from a angry side of view because it has teeth.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, it's amazing. It's a beautiful plant.
A lot of people want to understand what you do. Explain what performance art is.
Performance artist is a little bit complex, but because it can discuss a lot of different subjects. One day I can talk about women's identity within contemporary culture, another time is the lived body within contemporary society. I can discuss the environment. I can discuss social issues, gender issues. But basically by having my body present and using my own body to discuss different situations. So whichever way you would like to go, but your body needs to be actively present in the discussions you basically want to address. Maybe one day I want to dance, maybe one day I want to basically make a statement through a photograph. Another day I can just walk and walk and walk. Another day I may just take public transport for a month. You know, it can be different ways how your body is present in different situations, life situations.
So you grew up in Malta. How was your childhood there?
Nice memories. Grew up by the sea, but ended up spending quite a lot of time helping my father in the farm. Always inventing stories on my own with whatever I find. So yeah, quite a lively one.
But then you decided, oh, you wanted the high life or maybe a more exciting life, I don't know, in London. So you traveled over when you were 19?
Actually, yes. I wanted to find a bit more space for me to move around. And I actually took up hospitality school in order to be sent 1 year living abroad. I was in Bath originally for a year, and from Bath I discovered nightlife in London and started coming off into London. And after a year I decided I would like to move to London.
So basically, during that time in London, you started to go into the clubbing scene, and that's how I met you. And you decided to go into photography. How was that for you?
So the clubbing scene, for about, let's say, 10 years, I just, let's say, from about 2005 till about 2011, I mostly partied. And then afterward, I joined London College of Fashion and started experimenting with cameras. I decided to start documenting more the clubbing culture because I was interested into identity and the way people dress and behave in these events, communities, how they form, gatherings, routines, rituals. So basically, I started then to document clubbing culture since about 2012. And then when I moved around Europe or went traveling, clubbing culture is one thing I sought basically in every country I ended. There's a documentation from Tunisia, Morocco, Romania, France, Holland, Malta itself. So yeah, I found a party everywhere I went. It just happened. It wasn't resident advice, and it just happened, honestly.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So you also did some photography for exhibitions regarding clubbing culture as well when you were in London, is that right?
Yes, it was a collaboration with Jan Barnett, and we met in clubs actually. We have, like, I am more interested into kind of like snap and shot, and he had a different approach as well, but together it really linked well. And it was a nice exhibition because there was a DJ playing as well. We curated the whole space. It was a very nice get together. Later on, much later on, when I was about 28, I was encouraged by one of my ex-boyfriends to go back to school. I was kind of like, no, I don't want, but actually I made it to school. Went into London College of Fashion. I was really surprised I made it there, but things happen for a reason. Was really happy over there. Cultural studies, you know, the practical side of fashion. It's hands-on all the time, meeting a lot of different people. I felt like 20, not 28.
Yeah.
And then when I came to Malta, the same. I did an MA in digital arts. I actually wanted to do an MA because after 13 years not living here, I wanted to occupy myself and work on a project. And actually, you know, all this added together, the human body, the fashion side, the art side, created kind of like one direction, which I wanted to keep on going. And I started to get opportunities to do exhibitions as well here. I did my solo exhibition this year where it was called Privat, like private, the natural body as a fiction, where for about a year I placed my body into a lot of different characters as a female identity. And my main aim was to actually make people think how the body is being used these days on digital media, such as Instagram, and how sex sells, and as well erotic capital, for example, because everything seems to be done for us as empowerment. But watch out, because this empowerment may be basically a selling skill for capitalism to keep basically booming and running ahead of us. So that was my main direction, and I involved myself as well in a performance where I took 6 characters as well. Was another exhibition, 3 men, 3 women. In that case, it was about 6 manipulative characters. And as a feminist, I wanted to emphasize that both male and female can have manipulative characters. It's not always the man, and it's not always the woman. It's both, that these characters exist. This work has been kept as well by the museum archive here, so I was very happy about that. And as well, I had a performance in Berlin that was last year. And the same in that performance was a festival outdoors. I performed different acts of how the media affect us women and our body and how we look at other women. So that was really interesting too. And then next year I have a performance, and it's gonna be about female orgasm. Whoa. Where I intend to make it a bit more theatrical, comical, at the same time, have strong messages behind. Because there is these performances which are more dark, and they do perhaps what perhaps can be called from someone who's not into performance, strange things to their bodies. Yeah. But from my side, my personality fit more into something which is more ironic and funny at the same time, like twist of humor, let's say. And that a lot of people can get the message, not just people in art.
You'll have to explain the female orgasm to me, because I don't think I've ever given anyone that, but we'll have to find out. But enough of that. Looking forward to it.
I created the story. Now I need to work on costumes, and as well we'll be working hand in hand with a choreographer as well.
Wow, amazing. So are you auditioning for people to perform in this?
No, just me. Three different characters, basically.
It'll be a performance art just by yourself?
Yes, basically I will take part of it while there will be other works exhibited, but I kind of like will be the live performer. And then I'm planning to do something around Christmas time here in Malta. And my idea was to include my clubbing adventures in a location, because basically clubs have been closed for quite a long time now. I know a lot of people are missing it. So actually this work which I have been accumulating into archives, I can actually show some of this work over that period. Since clubs are closed, it's quite a nice reminder of how that clubbing experience felt. And as well, when the clubs reopen again, we can never take it for granted again, because for me this is historical, that clubs have since I've been born, I never remember clubs being closed. So this is insane, So it's sad, it's very, very sad, but at the same time, it's like, actually, perhaps we can learn to appreciate it more once it reopens again, rather than perhaps want to take everything all at once, like do everything at the same time, go to this festival, this, kind of like slow down and enjoy every moment of the experience once they open again. So I know you missed me. I know you're like, Charlene,
Yeah.
when
Do
we
you know
gonna
what?
party again?
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like,
true.
I
That's
know.
true. Do you know what? But I'm going to invite myself over to Malta, whether you like it or
course.
not.
Of course, St. Paul's Bay. If you come to St. Paul's Bay, we have a fake Starbucks. It's called Strabuono. And literally, I'll be around there. So remember, Strabuono with the fake Starbucks symbol, which is the most kish side of Malta, but you'll find me. You know, a few years ago, I used to feel really shy to do interviews and stuff, but till now, I took so many selfies of myself.
Do you know what? I might keep that in the end. Yeah. Do you know, it's good because I think the type of art that you do is very, very, it's amazing. So, you know, you should definitely continue. And I can't wait to see you. You know?
Thank you.